Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I've made a video for this channel. Um, Another book reading is coming up shortly, but what I did want to do was make a special announcement. First of all, I want to thank everybody for the support of this channel over the years. I've read a lot of books. It just started out as like a curiosity, and then I just kept going and going with it, and definitely plan on continuing. But the issue that I did want to address was YouTube's monetization policy. Due to the uh, content of most of the material I read, I guess it's deemed somewhat controversial. And to make a long story short, it's not considered to be advertiser friendly, so to speak. Right? I guess some of the big advertisers don't want their ads um, running alongside the sacred mushroom and the cross, or miseducation of the Negro, or something like that. So I'm not here to complain about that. Uh, as people like to say, in overused terms, in my opinion, but quite true here. It is what it is, and therefore my channel is not monetized at this time by YouTube, because I'm not going to change the content up or start making uh, prank videos or something of that nature, just to try to uh, make money uh, off the channel. However, I do want to appeal to those that do appreciate and support my work, since again the YouTube monetization process is not not available at this time. So this channel is strictly ran on donations and supporters through Patreon. So I really would like to encourage everybody that's truly been touched by these books and this channel, in any way, whether it's helped you in college or just to encourage you, uh, have you looking at things in a different perspective, or even inspired you to study more and look deeper. Um please donate. It doesn't matter if it's a one-time donation, uh, purchasing a book from the author. Um, I post the links of all the books below, uh, or again becoming a Patreon subscriber, which allows you to commit. Maybe it's $1, a $1 a month donation, or $5, or $10, $20, whatever you can afford, would be a major help to this channel. Um, as many out there, I work full time job. I have family, etc. So I know that money can be tight, but I do humbly want to reach out to the community and ask for donations for the Patreon support. And like I said, don't um, think that a dollar is nothing, or somebody else will do it, because that's what happened. You have that bystander apathy, where people say, "Oh, somebody else, is donated. This video has 10,000 views. Somebody must have donated." Do not think like that, because what happens is everybody thinks somebody else is helping, and then what happens is nobody gives assistance at all. So again, like that old parable attributed to Jesus with of the widow's mite, right? It's not about keeping up with the Joneses or waiting till you win the lotto to donate, or but it's starting right now, or it's dropping your buckets right where you're at. As Booker T. Washington said, wherever you're at, just drop your bucket right there and start to get to work, start to contribute. So whether it's $1 and then maybe later on you could contribute $10, but just anything, uh, would be a major blessing. So I just wanted to make that public service announcement to let everybody know what is going on, and that we are working on a project right now, actually, and we will be uploading again soon. So the Examinfo channel is not going anywhere or changing content or anything of that matter. We will continue to read uh, great literary works, um, and some obscure books, and hopefully that inspires somebody out there to continue doing research. It's very important, and going off on a little tangent, I do want to mention it's very important that uh, these works continue. We need people to go into these fields of archaeology, history, etc. Right? It's good to look back and read the works of, say, Ivan Van Sertima or Chancellor Williams, right, and get inspiration off of those works, right? But we must understand that as much as those brothers have done, right? Yosef Ben Yochanan, etc. I can go on and on. As much as those brothers have done to uh, give us a little glimpse on the history that might have not been revealed to us, we need young people to go into those fields, right? We need a new Chancellor Williams. We need groups of Chancellor Williams, right? Because as much as I, of course, love the book Destruction of Black Civilization, there's certain information there, that's incorrect as far as archaeological discoveries have been made. Right, that book was written in the 70s. It's 2019, so new discoveries have been made. Same with Ivan Van Sertima's book, which was written also in the 70s. Uh, Sheikh Anta Diop, right? His work, same thing. There's been advances made. Some things confirmed, some things, have to be corrected, etc. But the idea is not for you to hear or read the book and say, "Oh, everything is true." I notice a lot of people do that. They figure, like, "Oh, okay, a brother wrote it, so everything in there is true," right? There's a difference between everything being factual and then everything being factual to the best of the person's knowledge right at that time. Okay, and then you got to remember it's one man looking over thousands and thousands of documents and traveling. So just that alone, just having one person trying to, and Chancellor Williams alluded to this in his work, in his introduction, just having being one person, you're gonna have mistakes, you're gonna have oversights, etc., etc. The idea uh, that I'm bringing to the table, as far as and one of the ideas that inspired me to start reading this material, was first not to let these works just go into obscurity, right? Just there's many generations that have been born that never even heard of Chancellor Williams or Ivan Van Sertima or these brothers, and their works go off into obscurity, or Black Panthers or Medgar Evers and people like that, Stephen Biko, for example, right? So that was my first idea, is not to let these brothers' works go into obscurity. Um, the Miseducation of the Negro, for instance, principles and teachings of Marcus Garvey. All of these things are still applicable today. And Lynch Law, that's another book I had read. Um, you know, and so that was the first idea, is not to let these works go into drift off into obscurity, right? The second major idea is that someone will be inspired to continue the research and to go into these different fields, whether it's archaeology, whether it's medicine, whether it's engineering, whatever uh, fields there are, especially for young, inner city youth. There's so much opportunity, uh, more than ever. And unfortunately, uh, not to get into politics because that's a whole nother can of worms right there. This whole right wing, left wing gimmick, but a lot of them have the shackles on their mind to think that there's no opportunities for them out there when the um, the opposite is true. There's tons of opportunities, and you just have to work hard. There's no magic. There's no magic pill, right? It's setting goals, working hard, staying focused, right? Getting education. And when I say getting education, I don't mean that in a generic sense, right? Just going to school and repeating, what the teacher said. But I mean truly being educated, right? Truly having an understanding, right? So when you go to, physics class, right, you're just not regurgitating, um, Newton's, laws of motion, but you truly understand them and can demonstrate them by experiment, right? And experimentation yourself. And if you go into the trades, whether it's being an electrician, carpenter, plumber, etc., that again, your material in and out. And I always like that quote by Martin Luther King about being the best street sweeper because, again, if you do your work like as if you're working, again, as the religious text says, you work as unto the Lord, like you can't go wrong, right? If you look at it like you're working for a guy or a person, then you might be like, you know what, I don't like this guy, I'm not gonna work as hard. But if you work as if you're working for, the man upstairs, so to speak, you can't you're gonna give your best effort. And so that was my idea behind the channel, is to again save these works from going into obscurity, and then at the same time inspire uh, people that are in school presently to to enter into these certain fields. So that's why I have works written by all different type. I have Dick Gregory's autobiography there. I have again Ivan Van Sertima, Chancellor Williams, brothers like that on there. Black Panthers. The history of that movement, and many different books, so that even Soledad brother is on there, George Jackson, um, which provides a lot of food for thought all around. And but my my desire is that people get inspired to to really learn whatever it is that they're seeking after. That everybody doesn't try to go and be entertainers, comedians. Of course there's place for that, but we also need in our community engineers, dentists, right, cardiologists, etc., neurosurgeons, psychologists, psychiatrists. That's all open for all of you young people out there. Don't get it twisted or mixed up. It's all open. You just gotta apply yourself and put your mind in the right category and go for it. So anyway, again, that's my little speech for today, and I hope to see all you guys soon, and I look forward to your support. And hopefully we can continue to grow this channel, um, bigger than it is. Right now it's about 13,000 subscribers, and I'm looking at the population, the census in the country. I think there's about 75 million blacks in the country, and I figure 1%, if 1% of those subscribe to the channel, we should have uh, a good good amount of subscribers. So maybe about 1 million subscribers or something like that, 700,000 subscribers, whatever that would be. But again, your support is paramount. And I try to my best to provide good content and not to make mistakes when I'm reading, um, and continue to just get better and better. And I do try to read every comment, and I appreciate it. And all of you out there with the support. Um, Again, suggestions are always welcome. You can send an email to the inbox. And again, like I said, this is something that is very important to me, and I hope. Well, I don't hope. I know now because I've gotten enough, responses from people to know that a lot of people been affected in a positive way. And again, I just you know, ask that you continue to support the channel via donation and or Patreon. All right, so I'll see you soon, and I look forward to hearing from you in the future. Thank you very much.